Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Vishnavebhyo Namo Namaha, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha, Anadidadir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So today being appearance day of Nrsingadeva, we will listen to some of his glories in form of prayers offered by Prahlad Maharaj. These are all very instructive verses. It doesn't require a lot of intelligence, but a firm faith that will make you understand things. Our dirty approach is to find out fault. So we want to inquire through logic. The God, the technical word in Sanskrit is adhokshaja. Yes. Akshaja, aksha means indriya, sense organs. Ja means born of. Akshaja means born of sense perception. Within this material world, if we want to acquire knowledge, we have got three instruments of knowledge at our disposal. What are those three? The three instruments of knowledge at our disposal is senses, mind, and intelligence. These are at our disposal. If you want to know anything of this material world, if these three faculties are in working condition, then you can understand any product of this material world. But our folly is, with these three instruments, we want to know about something which falls outside the jurisdiction of sense perception or mental speculation or intellectual investigation. These three can give us only idea about products of this world. So therefore, Krishna is called Adhokshaja. Akshaja, indriya perception, sense perception. Adhakritam atikrantam. Atikrantam goes beyond. Indriya jatam. Iti adhokshaja uchyate. So, these things cannot be understood but by our empirical attempt that will repeatedly fail. So therefore it has to be accepted when a devotee speaks. You have to have faith in the devotee. So Prahlad Maharaj is such a great devotee. So when his demoniac father was killed, all the demigods, starting from Shivaji, Brahmaji, they were all there. And Nrsingadeva was very furious. The Lord becomes furious when his devotee is troubled or tortured. He cannot tolerate Vaishnava aparadha. If a devotee is troubled, then he takes charge of the situation. So even after killing Hiranyakashipu, he was not pacified. He was still furious. So all the demigods collectively tried to cool him down. It failed. And then they requested Mother Lakshmi, who was also standing there. When she was requested, he's looking so terrible, I've never seen him like this. I don't know, I can't go near him. Then Brahmaji wanted to fix the responsibility on Prahlad Maharaj, because he created this whole situation. So he said, you do something. Then Prahlada came. Upetya bhuvikayena nanama vidhrutanjali. He bowed down. That's called Ashtanga Namaskara. Total body. At least we should do Panchanga, 5. 2 knees, 2 shoulders, and head should touch the ground. Not like the way you do when you see a politician or a sportsman or a film star. Namaste ji, namaste. That is the exercise for the waist. Your waist will become solid. If you want really respect, you should bow down full. If that is not possible, Panchanga. This head should touch the ground. So when he did that, the Lord became very compassionate. See, all the stalwarts standing far distance, they are unable to come closer to him. But this small boy came and bowed down to him. Swapadamule patitam tamarbhakam. Swapadamula patitam tamarbhakam. Vilokya devaha, Lord Sriham. Kripaya paripluta. He was overwhelmed by affection. Such a small kid, all big guns standing at a distance. He had the guts to come closer. That shows that person, that boy, was fully surrendered. A fully committed person at heart is totally fearless. Depending, total dependency. Kripaya paripluta, became compassionate. Uthapya, he himself lifted him up. Tat shirshani, on his head. Adadhat, he placed. Karambujam, lotus-like palm. And what happened? Kala ahi vitrasta dhyam krita abhayam. Kala ahi, time serpent. Vitrasta, masses are always fearful, always afraid. Due to what? The time serpent. But placing his hand on the head of the small boy, immediately he became fearless. That is why I always say, when you become genuinely a devotee of Krishna, the first symptom is you become fearless. If you have fear, means commitment is not in full. So, tatkara sparsha dhuta akila ashubha. Because of the touch of his hand, all ashubha, inauspicious desires eliminated. But then here it is not that Prahlad has a mila. No, it is the general rule. When you come in contact with Krishna or his devotees, all adverse qualities will gradually leave you. Sapadi abhivyakta paramatma darshana. When you are free from all inauspicious desires, immediately you can see Lord in your heart. Sakrit means immediately. Abhivyakta, manifested. Paramatma darshana. So he saw the Lord inside. Then the tears flowed down. Normally the tears be observed in India of the devotees. See, emotional tears. This was devotional tears. When he cried, Prahlad Maharaj. Why did he? Because he wanted to glorify the Lord, but he was only 7 years old. So the Lord gave him the ability. Yoggata vichare kichu nahi paye, tomaro koruna sharo. Tomaro koruna na hole, kandiya kandiya prana na rakhibo aro. This is Kirtan, Bengali Kirtan. A great Vaishnava said, I have no capacity to serve you. You have to bestow mercy upon me. Only then will I be able to serve you properly. If you don't bestow your mercy upon me, I don't feel like living anymore. This is the commitment. So, when he felt that the Lord blessed him, he started speaking. Brahmadaya suragana munayotha siddha. Suragana munayotha siddha. Sattvaikatana matayo vachasam pravahai. Sampavahai Naradhitum Purugunai Radhuna Pipipruhu Nairadhuna Pipipruhu Kim Toshtum Arhati Same Uri Ugrajate Same Hari Ugrajate. See, that boy is imploring the Lord. Brahmadaya suragana munayota siddhaha sattvaika tanamatayo vachasam pravahaihi. See, all these demigods, they are situated on a sattvic platform, highly exalted ones. And they eulogized you, he praised you through prayers. Still you are not satisfied. I am a small boy, born of a demoniac parents. Will I be able to satisfy you by my prayers? He is asking the Lord himself. Then, because he is a devotee, Lord inspires him from within. Manye dhana abhijana rupa tapashruta ojaha teja prabhava bala paurusha buddhi yoga naradhanayahi bhavanti Parasya punso bhaktya tutosha bhagavan gajayuthapaya. He himself addresses, he answers his questions. What is that? He says, Manye, I consider, dhana, immense wealth, abhijana, a royal society friends, rupa, physical beauty, tapa, penances, Shruta, high academic education. Ojaha, sensory power. Tejaha, physical valor. Prabhava, influence. Balaha, muscular strength. Paurushaha, prowess. Buddhi yoga, and intelligence. All this will not satisfy Lord. One may possess all this, na aradhanaya bhavanti. Then what would satisfy him? Bhaktya tutosha. Simply by sincere devotional service, he will be satisfied. How? Because Prahlad Maharaj is talking about Gajayuthapa. You know Gajendra? He was released by the Lord. He said that Gajendra is only elephant. But that satisfied the Lord. How? You see, we have to understand very clearly, taking to devotional service, it will gradually purify our mind and remove all inappropriate conceptions. You see, in the material world, when we grow up going to school and college, we are trained by roti, kapda, makan oriented professors and teachers. So they give you only that kind of knowledge. But when you take to devotional service, then that gradually purifies all our wrong notions, conceptions. Because the Gajayuthapa, you see how the change comes over. You know the background, you are caught by crocodile and he prayed to the Lord. You know something? He was praying, O Lord of the universe, O Protector of the universe, O the personality of the universe, O Supreme God. It's like this. So somebody told Shivji and Brahmaji, see, somebody is suffering and addressing you. No, he's not calling my name. Some Supreme Lord, some Supreme Controller. Then somebody told Lord Vishnu, oh no, I must go. Why? He may not be calling my name, but I am the Supreme Lord. I am the Supreme Controller. So he came down. When he was praying, that Gajendra, elephant, he wanted to get released from the crocodile's mouth to stay alive. But when he saw the Lord coming down, just like landing of aeroplane, the very sight of the Lord, he forgot that idea. To get released and stay alive. No. Immediately he was excited. How to serve him? How to serve him? Lord is approaching. How to serve him? How can he show my love to him? Then here he's looking here and there, and that crocodile is pulling, and the blood is coming out. Luckily, he saw nearby a lotus flower. Immediately stretched his trunk and picked it up. He said, Akhila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. He just said like this. Lord was immensely pleased. Oh, he is in the verge of death. He is appealing to, he wants to praise me, closes me. That is bhakti. It's very difficult. So Prahlad Maharaj says, you accepted an elephant's bhakti like this. So we don't want all Sanskrit scholars, Vedic Pandits, this guy and that guy, penances, pressing the nose in Himalayas, Ashtanga Yoga. Useless. A pure love of God. Every religion says love of God, but nobody gives you information as to who the God is. You should know who the God, then only you can love. So he said that. Having said that, the next verse he speaks is Viprat Dvishad Gunayutat Aravinda Nabha Padaravinda Vimukhat Shvapacham Varishtham Manye Tadarpita Mano Vachana Ihita Artha Pranam Punati Sakulam Natu Bhurimana. What does it mean? He says, although I am a son of a Rakshasa, first class, that's all right. But I again feel that Viprat means Brahmanas. Brahmanas are supposed to possess Dvishat Guna. Dvi to Shat 6, 2 into 6, 12. They should possess 12 qualities. Then only that guy can be accepted as Brahmana. So even assuming a Brahmana has called these 12 qualities, but if he is not inclined toward the devotional service of the Lord, then better than him is a Shvapacha, dog meat eater Chandalas, the lowest caste. He is far superior to this Brahmana. If he is inclined to worship the Lord, that is required. And that person can purify his entire clan. Whereas that Brahmana cannot, with all his scholarship, he cannot. So if a Rishi or if a Brahmana is not inclined to worship God, I don't know how many of you are aware of this fact. The so-called Brahmanas of India, they do not accept God as a person. They say Nirakara, Nirguna. He has no attributes. He has no form. Most of the Brahmanas, most of the Vedic scholars, he is condemning them. If they are turned against God, Vishnu, then he cannot purify the family. Whereas a dog-eater Chandala, by chance he comes across, associates with a Vaishnava and turns devotee. That person not only can purify himself, but he can purify the entire dynasty. This is confirmed in the Gita as well. Having said this, he moves on to the next. Naivatmana Prabhurayam Nijalapa Purno Manam Janad Avidusho Karuno Vrinite Yadyad Jano Bhagavate Vidadita Manam Tacha Atmane Pratimukhasya Yathamukashri. Now here is one thing he is clarifying. Whenever we go to temple or we go to a devotee, that temple guy or the devotee says, please give something, kuch seva karo, please do offer. So we quite often feel, if that guy is asking everyone seva karo, that means God must be lacking something. Isn't it? Why so many people we are requesting, give me something seva karo? Here he clarifies, Prabhu. Lord is Prabhu, means Sarva Samarthya. He has got all abilities. And Nija Labha Purnaha is full in himself. Even in the Gita, Krishna clarifies, Na anavaptam avaptavyam. There is nothing that I don't have that I have to acquire. I have everything. Then why do you ask for seva? Nairatmana Prabhurayam Nijalapa Purno. Manam, mana means service. Janat, from the masses. What are the masses? Avidushaha, unintelligent. General masses is unintelligent. He accepts manam, service from him. Then how, if he, suppose I have $100, I give $50 to you. Mine becomes minus 50 and yours is added plus 50, isn't it? So how is this? He says, no, yadyad jano vidadite manam. That will only benefit you. If you do service, that will only benefit you. But he will say it's contradictory. When I give, I stand minus and you gain plus. Then how is that I benefit? Example he is giving. Tacha atmane pratimukasya yatha mukashri. When you stand in front of the dressing table mirror and you put your makeup for 15 minutes, does the mirror gain anything? Your own reflection looks more beautiful. Similarly, when you give service to Lord, the Lord is not benefiting, you are benefiting. Because He gives you an opportunity to serve Him. Tacha atmane pratimukha. Pratimukha means reflection. Mukashri, the beauty of the face increases. Therefore he says, he doesn't require anything. Prabhu nijalapa purna. Then we'll take very nice verses. Each verse is so good. I don't know what to miss and what to tell you. Sarve hyami vidhikarastava sattvadhamno brahmadayo vayamivesha charudvijantaha kshemaya bhutaya bhutatma sukhaya chasya vikridatam bhagavato ruchiravataraihi. He says, these demigods headed by Brahma are your sincere worshippers, your assistants, who are situated in a transcendental position, not like us. You appear in this fearsome form. You see, he has appeared in the fearsome form. Now, if you see Lord Nrsingadeva, if one is not conversant or familiar with these pastimes, he will slightly be scared. But this form is not terrible or horrible. it will look terrible only to a non-devotee. When a devotee looks at him, he looks very charming. You will say how it can be. We can give a crude example. A cat normally takes its kitten by the teeth. So that moves this place to that corner. And that the kitten plays, although it is in the grip of the teeth. Then he drops and that cat comes. Suddenly he sees a mouse running, catches with the same teeth. But the mouse palpitation increasing. It is scared of death. With the same teeth, the own child is not scared, it's playful. It's like that. Narasimhadeva, you will be afraid if you are not a devotee. If you are a devotee, you will enjoy seeing him. So therefore he said, my dear Lord, Tadyaccha manyum asurascha hatastvaya adya. Please cool down. Because he is terribly looking like this. Say, Lord, please cool down. Why? Modeta sadhurapi vrishchika sarpahatya. A saintly person normally does not rejoice hearing about somebody's death. But they too sometimes express pleasure when they hear of the death of scorpion and snakes. Because scorpions and snakes are unnecessarily envious. So therefore even saintly personalities are happy when they hear about a killing of a snake or a scorpion. So this Hiranyakashipu, my father, was just like one of them. And you killed him. And people are very happy now. The whole world is relieved. So can you please cool down and show your pleasant aspect? Then he says, continues, Naham bibhimya jitateti bhayanakasya Jihvar netra bhukutira dharam swadakstrat Antras sajakshata jakeshara shankukarna Nirradha bhita gavidadi bhajanna satkat. He says, oh my Lord, I am not scared of your face, the terrible face, nor about the tongue which is protruding out, nor your raised eyebrows, nor the ears which are blood-stained. I am not even worried about the nails with which you tore my father into pieces. Then what are you worried about or what are you scared about? That he says in the next sloka. Trastosmyaham kripanavatsala dussahogra sansara chakra kadhanat grasatam pranitaha baddha swakarma bhirushattamate moolam Pritopavadga sharanam hayase kadanu. So I am not terrified about the looks, your looks, horrible looks, supposed to be for others. But then, trastosmi, I am always scared. About what? Dussaha, intolerable. Ugra, terrible. Sansara chakra kadanat. The sansara chakra wheel is roaming around. I am also going with it. You know, they're like in an amusement park, you see the giant wheel, like that. This giant wheel consists of 14 planetary systems. This is middle planet, Earth. Above this is Bhuvaha, Swaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam. 6 heavenly planetary systems. And down below the earth is Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. So every time I take birth, sometimes I go up, sometimes go down, sometimes stay here. I can push down, I can push down, toss down. Like this I'm going. Then why you are going? No, Grasatam Pranitaha. I have been forcefully brought under the wheel. I didn't want, but I have been forced. Who has forced you? The material nature, Maya. That Maya has made the body and offered me this body. So with this body, I'll perform certain type of activity. And the result is, I prepare my next body to come back. So I've been thrown into that. You have been thrown into the ring. Trapped. Finished. Grasatam pranitaha bhaddaha swakarmabhihi. By my own set of material activities, I have become bound up. Please be pleased with me. I take shelter of your feet, which only can release me from this bondage. There is nothing else can help me in this situation. We'll have to, whether we may not like it. See, some people may even think, why bother about attending lecture with Swamiji and all? We have come, let me enjoy. And anyway, we have to die one day, we will die. What's the big deal? So as long as I'm here, let me enjoy. Why go to temple, the Swamiji Vishnu? This is animal level consciousness. Because animals also feel the same thing. You see, if we are born as humans, animals' goal of life is eating and mating. Okay. Now, having been born as human, your goal should be superior to this animal's goal or not. That you decide first. What do you say? It should be superior, no doubt. But if you only follow those principles which the animals follow, then your claim of being superior to the animal species goes out the window. It is identified by the Shastras. Ahara, eating. Nidra, sleeping. Bhaya, getting scared. Consequently, preparing to defend oneself. Bhaya. And Maithuna means mating. These 4 actions, they are basic. These actions are basic and common to the human beings, beasts and the birds. So tell me honestly, be honest to yourself. As long as we confine ourselves to these 4 major basic actions, our consciousness remains at what level? See, unanimous comment. I'm not forcing it down your throat. And therefore it is essential that we aim at something high. Prito apavarga. Apavarga means liberation, coming out of this. Coming out of this devastating influence. And it cannot be helped without the resort to a devotee of the Lord. Because today's digital age, driverless car and robotic activities, it is next to impossible to believe that there is a God as a person. Furthermore, it is difficult to believe there is a spiritual world. It is impossible. I can assure you that. I won't blame. But that is how now it is made. You know, in olden British time in India, all graduations were there, BA, BCom, all of that. They had what is called ICS, Indian Civil Service. Then a diluted version now called IAS. But that is not a big... ICS, is really tough exam because they may ask you question on any subject. Any subject. You cannot prepare. If I say I'll ask you in chemistry, physics, this, that, geography, history, you can prepare. You've got a lot of books, go to library. But in ICS, they may ask you questions on anything. It is like this. Understanding God, want to know ourselves, our current situation, what is the best position that we are supposed to achieve compared to the animals and birds. It's a very tough job. Therefore, these things can be acquired only from one who has already realized all this. Prahlad Maharaj is approaching like that. He approached Naradji, the highest authority in devotional service, in bhakti. Somewhere else we will come across, Lord Hari is pleased with Amalaya Bhaktya, pure devotion. Anyad Vidambanam. All the other things are simply drama. It's cheating oneself. Satsang means you have to sit like this and ask questions. The moment you acquire a human birth, you are supposed to ask 3 questions. Prabhu kaha? Ko jiva? Katham idam achit vishwamiti va? These are the 3 questions. Prabhu kaha? Who is God? Ko jiva? What I really am. And how this cosmos came into existence. But we are asking all questions except these 3. And we are trained not to ask these questions. Just like we are cheating children. We have children, we are not, especially this part of the world, we are not able to give them company, association, affection. We simply give them big gift on birthday. Actually, you are cheating. Cheating means you have no time. Both husband and wife go morning 7 o'clock, coming evening 7 o'clock. How will you handle the children? What will they get? So in order to keep them in good books, you give big gift on birthdays. Similarly, this kind of cheating, we should not cheat ourselves. Our real identity we must know. See, look, Khathamidam Achit Vishwamiti Va, how this cosmos came into existence. See, it is in the Shastra said thousands of years ago. Now they are implementing this aspect. That's why on the border of Germany and Switzerland, there is a laboratory. The global scientists are working to recreate the Big Bang situation. See, the gentleman nods his head, he knows it. And he's wondering how Swamiji keeps abreast with all this. No, we keep abreast with everything going on. So that we can show you the examples, then only you will believe. We superficially deal with this information in order to arouse your interest towards the Lord. Even Vyasadeva did the same thing. He wrote Mahabharata, 100,000 verses. Although it's actually incidents. He need not have written that. He wrote that and he kept Gita in that, only 700 verses. Mahabharata is 100,000 verses. In that Gita is only 700. So he could have written 700 and gone. No, nobody will touch Gita. So he brought that material topics, elaborate topics, and then he couched this Gita in that. So, Prito apavarga sharanam kohese kadanu. Now, why he wants liberation? Why not he enjoy? So many people ask me, if the Lord has created all this, well, it's for our enjoyment, right? Somebody told me, it's for enjoyment. I said, no, it's not for your enjoyment. You see, when you visit an exhibition of paintings like this, one particular painting attracts you, then what do? You go close to the painting. For what? The name of the painter. When you admire the painting means actually you are admiring the painter. Right? Agreed? Similarly, the creation is made here in this place to attract you towards Creator, not enjoying the created objects. Not simply seeing the painting, oh, very nice, very nice. But then why do you go closer? You are more curious to know the name of the painter. Similarly, our business must to know the Creator, not enjoying the created objects. So when he said, Apavarga, your lotus feet can award me liberation. So when will you call me to your feet? So why does he require liberation? That he explains in the next verse. Very interesting. Yasmat priya priya viyoga sanyoga janma. Shokagnina sakala yonishu dahyamanaha. Dukkaushadham tadapi dukkhamatadhiyaham. Bhuman brahmami vadame tavadasya yogam. He clarifies, elaborates on it for our benefit. Yasmat priya apriya viyoga sanyoga. Priya, whatever you like, whatever object you like, whichever person you like, whichever place you like, it so happened that you have to go away from those. Priya, viyoga. Then apriya, the one whom you cannot stand, or the place which you hate, or the object you don't want to see, want to remember, but unfortunately it's a saying, जिन्हें हम भूलना चाहें वो अक्सर याद आते हैं. So, whatever you don't want, sanyoga, you have to put up with. Whomever you don't want, you want viyoga. By this janma, what it generates, janma, is shoka agni, fire of lamentation. You are extremely distressed by this. Forced to stay with somebody you don't like, and forced to move away from somebody you like. Shoka agnina, all right. In this life, no, sakala yonishu. Whenever I have come here, the same problem I continued. In the human birth, no, even when I was a dog, dahyamana, I am literally being burnt. Shokagnina sakala yonishu dahyamana. All right, you didn't find a solution to this? Dukkha aushadham. Yes, aushadham, I found out one solution for that dukkham. Tadapi dukkham. What I thought was a solution, 10 years later, it became greater problem than original dukkham. Dukkha aushadham, tadapi dukkham. Atadhya. Atadhya. Tadhi means Krishna conscious. Atadhi means material consciousness. Because of the material consciousness, all the efforts I made to overcome all bottlenecks, problems and troubles, although temporarily I received some solace, but later they became magnified and they appear to be greater problem not solved by me. Dukkaushadam tadapi dukkham atadhyaham. Bhuman brahmami. I am wandering within this cosmos. So what do you want? Vadame tavadasya yogam. please engage me in your service. Because I have served myself, I have served my family, I have served my community, I have served society, I have served my country. Not satisfied anywhere. I now understand I will get real satisfaction only by serving you. Please therefore engage me in your service. That is a fact. Even now, in this Kali Yuga, to the extent you engage yourself in the service of the Lord, proportionately you will be happy. If you want to taste real happiness, I know you cannot 100% involve. Even if you offer 10% service, 20% service, to that extent you will be happy. That's why he said, Vadame Tavadasya Yogam. Soham Priyasya Surda Paradevataya Leela Kathastava Nrisingha Virincha Gita Anjastitarmyanugrinan Guna Vipramukto Durganite Padayugalaya Hansa Sangha. So here he says, how does one develop bhakti? The formula is given here. See, right now we cannot develop bhakti. It's not possible. Because we are so much up to this in material activities. To become devotee is extremely difficult. So therefore, you have to closely associate with devotees. Good devotees, sincere devotees, committed devotees, fully surrendered devotees. If you can associate with them on a regular basis, it is just like the contagious disease. It will infect you. Their happiness, their activities, their love of you will infect you. When you get infected, you can see the result. So therefore he says, So aham priyasya surda paradevata. Carefully note all the words. He says, you are dear to me. All these days I thought my father is dear to me, mother is dear to me, brother is dear to me, and sister is dear to me. Sister always says, Bhaiya aana ha, Rakhi. And if she gets married into a rich house, she will send the Rakhi by post. Because big people will come. They are poverty-stricken people. Brother, I don't know how will he dress and come there. What he will look like. So best thing is send it by post. This is the affection. So we thought they are all Priya. No, nobody is Priya here. It cannot be. Priya belongs to Prem. Prem belongs to spiritual platform. Material platform, lust is predominant. Actually, all our activities are centered around two things. Need-based bodily relationship and greed-impelled pursuit of wealth. When we are in these two activities, bhakti is literally not possible. We can only do play acting. You know, the small child always with the mother, always disturbing him when she was in class. So she saw me, I saw her, all this. She apologetically told me, Swamiji, you know, 1 minute मेरे को नहीं छोड़ता है. He loves me so much. Foolish woman. I told her, तुम्हारा दिमाग खराब है. ऐसे क्यों बोलते हो स्वामी? ये तुमको 1 minute छोड़ता नहीं है. Okay? But when he grew up, he will write you off. Because need-based relationships, these are all. There is no question of love here, unfortunately. If you need, then the relationship is developed. even in an office, corporate sector. You may make friends with a purchase manager or export manager, or that sales manager or this manager. Even interaction between two persons, each gauges the other. How much benefit I'll knock out of him. Then only he takes the relationship forward, otherwise he cuts him off. Otherwise, when the telephone rings, he sees the number, he will not answer the call. Because I don't benefit from this relationship. Why should I have done this? That's what he says. You are the only Priya. You are only dear to me. And Suhradaha, you are my well-wisher. He is the well-wisher because in whichever body you go into, suppose next life I come as a dog, he is accompanying me as Paramatma. Even when I go into insect's body, he comes there also. He is watching, he wants to help. The moment you turn towards him, immediately he can, come forward. But we are not turning towards him. We say this side and this side. Suhradaha Priya Devataya. And you are Paradevata, not Devata. Devatas also cannot be Priya. Devata, इसलिए we tell the Devatas when you go to the temple, भगवान जी इतना कर दो 500 रुपये का भोग लगाएंगे. You are enticing the God with the amount, इतना रुपये का भोग लगाएंगे. No. They may respond, but not Paradevata, not Krishna. So he says, Suhradaha Paradevataya. Leela Katha, the transcendental pastimes, the descriptions. Virincha Gita. Virincha means Brahmaji. I heard from Brahmaji. That means what? You have to hear from the disciplic succession, the parampara. Then only you will get the perfect information. Like he said Virincha because Krishna spoke to Brahmaji. Then Brahmaji spoke to Naradji. Then Naradji spoke to Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva spoke to many disciples, but prominently to Madhva Acharya. And he spoke to many disciples, but prominently he spoke to Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puripad spoke to Ishvara Puripad. Ishvara Puripad spoke to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke to 6 Goswamis. And 6 Goswamis spread that information through various disciples, coming down to Narottam Das Thakur, Vishwanath Chakravarti, Baladeva Vidyabhushan. And then they in turn spoke to many disciples. Finally touching Jagannath Das Babaji. He spoke to Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. He spoke to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He spoke to Bhagavad Goswami Maharaj. And that Bhagavad Goswami Maharaj spoke to me. I am speaking to you. Unbroken disciplic succession. That's why he says, I heard from Brahmaji. Virincha Gita. By that what will happen? Anjaha titarmi. I shall easily cross beyond. Anugranan. Anugranan means following their principles. What is the result if you follow in the footsteps of the Acharyas? Guna Vipra Mukto. You will be free from the influence of material modes. And Durgani. Actually, Durgani means problems, difficulties. Free from the difficulties. Pada Yuga Alaya Hansa Sangha. Pada Yuga, your 2 feet, is the residence of that Hansa, Paramahansa. By associating with him, I'll come out of all the problems. I'm very confident about it. So he doesn't say, I'll work through my brain, intelligence, methodically, empirically, planning. No, nothing like that. He says, I will simply take help from the fully surrendered devotee of the Lord. I will follow strictly his principles. And that should be, see me okay. We'll take one more verse. Bhalasya neha sharanam pitarau nrisimha. Nartasya jagadam hudanvati majjato nau. तप्तस्य तत्प्रतिविधिर्य इह अंजसेष्टः तावद्विभो तनुभृतां तदुपेक्षितानाम्. Here Prahlad makes three statements, which all of us will refuse. See the beauty. ऐसे कोई बोलता है, बोलना उचित. He has said that, three statements. All of us will collectively reject. So what does it mean? First he says, parents cannot really protect their children. No, this we refuse. Why? Actually, I only, mother knows, father knows. Even whenever they go, if mother will say, Dako, you take care of, I am going somewhere. Then when he says, I have to go, you take care of the children. So, we are, father and mother are taking care of the children. But he says, no, they cannot take care of the children. This we reject. Second one he says, na artasya cha agadam. One who is diseased, medicine cannot save him. This also we refuse. Because we have got 24 hours pharmacy everywhere. How is that he can say, make statement like this? Medical science, they have written on some 20 pages on longevity. So how can he say like that? No, we reject this also. Then third one, what is that? A ship collapses, passengers fall down on the water. Luckily, one boat comes. See, remember, this is the mid of the ocean. Okay? Luckily, one boat is spotted. Then guys jump into it. But he says that boat cannot save them. No, but this is a stupid idea. The idea is we thanked God that he sent the boat. So now we analyze this carefully. First he said, parents cannot protect the children. That is, what he means is, they can protect as long as they are within their vicinity. As long as they are within the eyesight. But when they move away from the vicinity, what happens? I can tell you, in an Indian scenario, it's clearer than what we see here. There, the children, small children, they go to school on foot. They cross many roads. So who is taking care of them there? Parents are not there. Who is taking care of them? Krishna, she is right. See, nicely she has understood this. The Lord takes care of. That's what he says, Nrsingadeva, you take care of. So parents only falsely claim that I take care of, we take care of the children. Then the medicine, it can temporarily cure your disease, but it cannot save you from death. That's what he meant. Nartasya agadam. Simply any number of medicine, any type of medicine. Initially we used to go to one doctor. Then suddenly people started telling, an alternative opinion is a must. Then that also accepted. Then latest thing is a panel of doctors we must consult. God simply, doctors wash their hands off. They will conduct a very major operation. And then they wash their hands in the basin, a crude way. Now there are so many things, just push the button, you get something like this. So you tell a doctor, so what is the situation? Well, I have done my best. The rest leave to the God. Actually, the doctor is telling a lie. You see, what is best? Best is to save the life. That she has not done. She had done the rest. The best part of saving the life leaves to the God, but puts it the other way around. I have done my best. Leave the rest to the God. That means the doctors themselves know it has a limit. The medicines can only help up to certain extent. That is why in all allopathy medicine wrapper you will see one small trigger to cure that, when you take a medicine, that rapper says the side effect can be even cancer. It is alarming. For this small thing, 22 side effects. That is why he says, Nartasya cha agadam. Agadam means medicine. Then what about that boat? As I said, it was mid-ocean. You may get into the boat, but the boat to come all the way to the shore, you don't know how long it takes, and then within that some gusty wind can finish you up there also. So unless the Lord wants you to live, you cannot live. That is the conclusion. Tavad vivo tanubhrutam tvad upekshitanam. Tvad upekshitanam, the guy whom you have neglected, you have written off, that person cannot be saved by their parents, cannot be saved by this, blah, 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 blah. That is why we say, why should we be neglected by the Lord? Our only way to exist here is accept His supremacy, bowing down to Him, pray to Him sincerely, and follow certain regulative principles. Lead a decent life. What more you want? That's why they say simple living, high thinking. It all depends on us. You can have a normally Toyota car. Why go for Jaguar, Porsche, Porsche and all that? You require for transporting here to some office and come back. Similarly, you have to have some decent clothing, that's all. But you go to the mall, hunt for different design. Designer cloth, designer that, designer this. Even food also, designer food will come. Everything designer. Why all that? You are wasting time. You save your time, and what is most essential, accept in your life. Unnecessary socializing is not required to show off your opulence. You require intelligence. We are not here competing with somebody. Even great sages failed. Ahani aprita artha karana. Nishi nishayana. Nana vishaya bhagna nidra. Daivahata artha rachana. Rishayo api deva. Tvatprasanga vimukhaha. Iha sancharanti. It says, when Brahmaji says, what I started? Ahani. Ahani aprita artha karana. Ahani means during the daytime. Aprita engaged. Karanaha senses. Artha dukkhita, pained. Our entire body becomes pained because of the activities you engage throughout the day. Morning 7:30 to evening 6 o'clock, including your driving time. Initially you wanted to learn driving to enjoy, but driving has become strenuous. So he says, because of this engagement during the daytime, the senses, organs, body become distressed, pained. Ahani aprita artha karana. Then what happens? Nishi nishayana. You don't get sleep at night. Why? Nana manoratha. Too many plans. Bhagna nidra. The sleep breaks in between. Nana manoratha bhagna nidra. Nishi nishayana. Andaiva ahata artha rachana. Artha rachana, economic planning. Ahata, impeded. Daiva, by God. You say, how? I am planning, how God, how does he know? than what you got in 2008 here. The financial crunch, why did it come? If you are all top-class economists, you have planned everything nicely, why did that take place? Daiva ahata artharachana. Rishayo api deva, even those so-called sages. Yushmat prasanga vimukha, if they are turned against topics regarding you, they can't be liberated. Iha sancharanti. They come here again and then take repeated birth and die. See, it's a very practical situation of today. As you develop your business more and more, the inflow of money becomes more and more. You will have to take appointments with a doctor very frequently. And then you have to take green tablet. The tablet is this also tablet. So we use the word capsule. The green capsule before meal. Green capsule before meal. Yellow capsule along with meal. And maroon color capsule after meal. Nana manoratha dhiya kshana bhagna nidra. Your sleep becomes very often broken. Why? Just yushmat prasanga vimukha. All that you have to do is, you have to turn towards the topics pertaining to the Lord. See, all this can be saved. Daily, see, even earlier, before electricity was invented, in India, the village farmers, they all used to, once the sun set, they come to a temple, small temple in the village. All of them sit. Hear Ramayana or Mahabharata daily. They also worked very hard on the field, morning 6 o'clock too. One gentleman I met in Dehradun some 40 years back. At that time he said he was 82, but he looked like 22. I said, how is this magic? He said, no, I have got 2 square mile worth of land, agricultural land. Oh, I see. Morning I get up, 4 o'clock, 4:30, I take a round. And afternoon, noon before lunch, I take another round. And evening before winding up, take another round. Daily he walks 32 miles. Has orders still. And he was also engaged beautifully. What is required to maintain the health? You require rice and pulses and grains. Yes, you are getting it. Why go to big factories? What is the need? When I first came here, 1996, I was talking to a friend like this in Chicago. Suddenly he did something, he became like this. And then still he became like this. So everything is arranged within the chair itself. You require so much comfort. For what? It's all not required. You will have to accept simple meals. First offer it to the Lord, whether you have faith or not. Theoretically accept it. If you want to improve, it is not forced down your throat. God is there. The spiritual world is there. It is difficult to bring faith in this information. But if you start listening and obeying the instructions of a realized soul, then gradually you will experience. But basically, as long as you perform one type or the other of sinful activity, to bring faith in this information is difficult. So the first baby step in spirituality is to come out of major sinful activities. They are said in the Shastras. Dyutam panam striyasuna yatra adharmaha chaturvida. Dyutam means gambling. Panam means intoxicants. Suna means meat fish eating. Maithuna, the fourth one, illicit sex. You have to come out of this food. If you are in any one of this, you cannot fix your mind on God. It's not possible. Only a sinless person can be a happy person. Among the drinks, I was first shocked in India in 1962. What is that? I saw, when walking on the platform, an hexagonal bar, glass front. Ladies were drinking. I'm talking 1962. At that time, I got shocked. There's no need for women to drink, even men to drink. Where is the need for women to drink? If I tell you, if it's a hot summer, take nice, good fridge-operated lassi. That will help you, circulation of blood. But they say, no, I want chilled beer. One chilled one only, not lassi, in this place, beer. And he will tell you also, if you mix with the boys like that, ये कुछ नहीं, या तो जल है, पानी है, पी लो पी लो. ये तो पानी है, इसमें क्या है? It's quite harmless. That's how it starts. And then if you start drinking alcohol, you will be required to eat meat. To withstand that, you require that strength. When you kill fish, when you kill chicken, you are not guilty. I'm surprised. A defenseless animal you are killing and eating. They don't harm you in any case. They live their own lives. It is quite shocking. So therefore, gradually the more the world became full with these four sinful actions, the faith in God is gone. That's why churches are empty. It will be with every religion. Minus God, material advancement, bereft of God consciousness, is advancement in ignorance. Therefore, we should take oath to first become free from sinful acts, major sinful actions. I'm not talking about minor sinful acts. That is very difficult to give up. That we'll look into it later. If you can give first four major, minor sinful action, I can tell you an example. One father was teaching the son, 4-year-old son, Sanskrit. Bolo, Satyam Vada, Satyam Vada, Satyam. Very good. Daddy, what's the meaning of Satyam Vada? He said, Satyam means truth, Vada means speak. Speak the truth. Oh, very nice. At that time, somebody knocked the door. The boy immediately jumped to open the door. Then he says, Sonny, ask him who is. Can I know who is on the other side, please? He said, I'm so and so. Oh, no, dad is not in. When he will come, I don't know. Come here. Satyam Vada. Satyam Vada. So these minor sins I cannot help you. You cannot help yourself. This will continue for some time. But if you can come out of the four major sins, that will give you strength to overcome these minor sins. That is why he said, Tanubhritam Tvad Upekshitanam. Clear? It's endless. There are so many verses. My spiritual master told me, all this keep memory in your memory. This 47 slokas means a necklace of 47 pearls. So immediately I went to next room. It's again 25 years back. I memorized all those 47 slokas before going for prasadam. Otherwise I told myself, I shouldn't take prasadam. Let me starve. So if you keep this as Kantimala, this is 47 verses Kantimala. You can never go wrong. See the beauty. You don't have to take any precaution. Simply wear this Kantimala, which ensures that you never go wrong. Simple method. Hare Krishna. Nrsimha Bhagavan ki, Prahlad Maharaj ki, Gaur Premanande. राम 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 हरे हरे